caretaker for a cemetery in rural Georgia. Summertime job for a 16-year-old. Nothing crazy, just cleaning off the grime of the elements on tombstones act. Now to just put a setting. The cemetery included one building that housed bathrooms for the 5 staff members of this cemetery, a small simple mausoleum, and then other than that, flat earth with tombstones everywhere. The only surroundings were dense forests in the Georgia country. That being said, due to the eerie surroundings, I was always a bit paranoid. Plus I watch a lot of scary movies and so on. I know, bad combo. So one night I was doing my rounds, and I had to go into the small mausoleum. Had some of the richer families in the areas entombed within, and I had to go in. All was neat and clean. Standards had to be upheld for these uppity folks. So I approached, and right off the bat, something was off. The air was pretty damn cold. During the summer in Georgia. That was odd. There was a light coming from the mausoleum, and as I approached, I heard voices. Laughter from a child. A little girl. I thought it was simply younger folks maybe. I haven't seen anyone enter or leave the cemetery, and the laughter sounded young. However, as I got closer, the voices and laughter died, like almost instant. I pause. The light I also noticed had gone out. I call the lone security officer that does a few rounds on the lot, cause I'm not gonna go in alone, and he comes. We will call him Officer Friendly. When Officer Friendly arrives, we both go inside. We see one of the doors to the entombed remains of a young girl open. Nothing was disturbed within, but it was open, and a doll lay on the stone beneath it. Me and Officer Friendly do a small sweep. It was only 1 floor and 1 room, so it didn't take long. We close the door to the girl's entombment, and we both leave. As we walk away, we get about 30 feet from the mausoleum, and then all of a sudden, boom. Voices and laughter again. I jump, and Officer Friendly looks to me, looking pretty shaken. Says to me, "You hear it too?" We look back, and boom. Lights back. Laughter continuing. We go back and just book it. I found out the next morning. The door was open again. This time the doll was on the other side of the mausoleum from where we found it the night before. I resigned the next day. I'm good lol. Edit. Thanks for the first Reddit silver lol. We had a late afternoon service once that ran into the evening. It was October, so the sun went down early while I was filling in the grave afterwards. Conveniently, none of the lights on the loader tractor worked for some reason. No blown fuses or loose wires or anything, the lights just didn't work. Next day when I reported the issue, we went over to the same tractor and the lights worked perfectly fine, and they worked fine the rest of the time I worked there. A man would come and sit in a folding chair at the burial plot of his wife. Brought a paper and books to read, his lunch and a small portable radio with him. He would lay a large towel down and take a nap.